Alright there, Procrastinauts, mine's Pleborian, and welcome back to some more of Season 2 of Kerbal Space Program. Last time we were here, we went to Juna in the ultimate mission to try and go there, explore and come back, but it failed due to my stupidity of forgetting landing legs, so I think today we're going to be giving it another go. Yes, that's right, we're going to be going for the exact same mission, using the exact same craft, the returner as I called it, and this time, while I was off camera, just quickly, I put some leggies on it. Some nice landing leggies. This should help me in the long run. Or at least as far as landing is concerned anyway. I do hope they will reach the floor. They should do. I imagine they will do. But no matter. We're going to hit some saves. I'm going to hit some launches. Get into this mission as quick as I can. Hopefully, because after the end mission, the last mission that I did, I just quickly hit the restart button and we should be at the right angles. So times are good for the Kerbal Space Program. Let's see if we can get this bad boy up again today without causing too much stick. So on a countdown of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, ignition. Alright, we are off. I'm going to accelerate. Oh god no, and there we go again with our lovely explosions. Perfect, perfect. This rocket isn't the most safest thing to use, but never mind. God damn it. Let's take 2. Okay. SAS is on. Thrust is all the way up. And we'll give ourselves a countdown again. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If any of you guys know what's actually going on here as to why this is breaking in the way that it is, let me know in the comment section, because I honestly can't quite work it out. It seems to be different things that are causing it each time. I don't know whether it's me adjusting the thrust and the rocket not being able to keep up with it, or what. I just can't quite work it out. But no matter. We do know it works, and we do know that we are able to achieve our mission should the launcher stage actually throw us enough outwards. Yes, that is what I am trying to achieve today. I am trying to get outwards. Outwards to Juna, my friends! Oh man, we're coming up to 8,000 kilometers. 8,000 kilometers, 8,000 meters even. At 10, I'm going to begin the gravity turn again. So, do this mech jump style. Okay, there we go. And let's see if we can not explode this time as we slowly tip ourselves around. I'm not going to leave the SAS on because I think that could be the problem here. I do think that is what is causing us our issues. But as you can see here, the rocket itself isn't really having any problems staying level without the SAS. It is giving me a bit of a fight, but a bit of a fight's no problem as long as it's not exploding. And I'm not wiggling it around too much. Okay, let's see if we can travel down a bit more. Get ourselves past that 90 right in there, just a bit lower. So there's more on that marker. Okay, here's perfect. Hold it there and engage the next stage. Whoa, 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 whoa. What are you playing at, you crazy fool? Oh god, right, head down the marker a little bit, head on that 90, and let's see what our APO's at, so 100. See what we can do in regards to actually getting ourselves up there. I'm now going to throw in this kind of movement to get ourselves on the 90 marker, and then I will burn this tank all the way down to 0. And then I'll use the next tank to get my orbit ready. Similar to last time, except I'm not going to use as much fuel, so I'm going to kill it there, and we're going to ascend to the apoapsis. We're going to get out of this atmosphere first, and we're going to begin our burn about here. So, as you can see, we're not too far away from the prograde, but we are going to need a bit of a turn to help us, so I'm going to throw on my thrust, get right on that 90 marker, and job is a good one. Now, a few of you may notice that I don't include RCS on this design. The reason for this is because the tank takes up an extra bit of weight that I don't really need, and as you can see from my turning, I don't really need to do much in regards to that either, so RCS can be missed for this craft. It's almost as if that RCS has become sort of useless. Oh god. That's not so bad. I'm happy to go with that. So we're going towards the light side, so let's get our Juna activated, and we are going to head on up to our ejection angle. First off though, what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and burn the phase angle down to 0, or maybe even a little bit past it. In fact, we are at 0.1 degrees, so we are nearly there. I am going to go past it, sod it, let's go for it. Get right back to our ejection angle, see how that goes. As we get close, I'll adjust and see how that works, but I'm not too phased. Phased angle, that is. Ha ha ha! Cheap kerbal jokes. Right, okay, so we are heading down 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Right, okay. This is where I'm going to start getting myself ready, I think. So, throw yourself round with all of your might, please, mighty return of rocket. Hopefully we won't have Jeb screaming his head off this time. That was pretty crazy. It's very rare you'll see Jeb kick up a fuss in the same way that he did at the end of that last mission. It was quite unusual. But never mind, never mind. Let's see if we can get ourselves a bit closer. 20, 19, 18, blah, 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 blah. Right, okay. That's where we want to start burning, so let's begin. Use whatever little bit of fuel this is, get ourselves on that 90 marker, throw it up, and begin that engine thrusting. Right, nice. So that's on its way now. We're not quite at the 90 marker, so I'm going to do the Hossman transfer burn. And we're going to begin our moving away of the planet Kerbin. This should be interesting. As you can see, I've got stuff going on. All my debris is gone for the simple fact that I restarted the mission, which is always a good thing. I don't like space debris. It annoys me. It makes me sad and it makes me want to cry. I like a clean, open space. I mean, there's plenty of room for litter, but that's not the point. I am going to throw on some time speed, and we're going to see how this operates. I'm going to slow down actually. We're going to move down the Hossman transfer angle a little bit. I'm going to carry on going as fast as we can go, as fast as our little our little nerve engines can take us. Alright, it's going out. We shouldn't connect to the moon again, hopefully. Because as I said in the last bunch of episodes, in the last mission, the moon has caused me some grand problems in the past. And it's never been entirely fun. Right, here we go. Those numbers are starting to go for it. I am going to kill this angle that I'm on a little bit. Alright, nice. Oh god, now we're starting to move away from it a little bit. No matter, I'm happy with that. So what we'll do, same thing again, speed up time, and get to the point of where I'm going to be doing some orbital corrections. Now, Kerbin is going for the closest pass of that, so I could pretty much plan a re-encounter with Kerbin if I so choose to do so at this point, but I am not going to bother. I am just going to get myself to here, and we're going to begin our orbital corrections. So now I'm going to head to the prograde for this. Not the prograde, the retrograde. God, I can't even get my directions, my orbital directions up properly. What is wrong with you, Pleborian? Oh god, no, retrograde is sending it the wrong way, so I'm going to prograde it a little bit. See how this goes. Alright, our distance is reducing, so while I'm going to do that, I went to the shop before during the last mission, just after the last mission even. I got myself a Monster Ripper. Good times. So I have got hours of recording in me today. I do want to get as much done as I can. Because while I've got the energy, you might as well. Keep going, just let's see how far this will go down before it'll actually stop moving. And perhaps I need to consider a different direction maybe, I don't know. Let's head to this market and let's give ourselves a few test burns here and there just to see how it reduces. Right, okay, that's going down like that. What about on the 180 marker? Like I said, we'll just keep on testing out burns and we'll just see how it goes. The earlier I can do all these orbital corrections, the better it's going to be when it comes down to getting closer, because we require less thrust here than what we do, say if we were closer to the planet. So I'm just going to casually do this kind of thing, and we are going to burn that down. How are we doing for fuel? Oh god, we have used almost all of those tanks. That is not good news at all. So never mind. We will get an intercept at some point, I imagine. Those numbers are starting to go down really slow, so I think I might go back to prograde and sort this out. We haven't really been as efficient as I wanted to this time around. I'm guessing I've done something a little bit different than what we're supposed to. How fast does it go down this way? Because if it's more convenient to burn at that South Pole kind of mark, then that's where I'm going to be staying. Okay, let's keep this burning casually. See how low we can get this. While those engines are burning away. Yeah, we have been majorly inefficient this time around. But as I said, I'm not fussed. We can adjust this as we get closer and closer to the actual point of contact with who's its face? With Juna. Who's its face? Right, keep going, keep some of those numbers down. I'm going to jettison those tanks. They're done with. Alright, okay, we have a periapsis and those numbers are starting to even out. Okay, perfect. So let's carry on round, shall we? Get a bit closer and then we will do some more orbital corrections. As long as I'm not burning too much of this fuel away, then we should be pretty solid, I should think. So while we're here, let's do some more, shall we? Let's do some more. Right, those numbers are going up. What about if I give it some of this thrust? Okay, numbers didn't change. Let's go north. Get right on that 0. Aha, there we go. And see, those numbers are going down very fast with very minimal thrust. This is what I'm going to be doing now for the remainder of this transfer. Honestly, this mod is possibly one of the best that you'll ever come across. I recommend anyone who's having trouble getting to planets get this mod. It's as easy as 1, 2, 3. Okay, we're moving away closer to that now. So perhaps I should retrograde. What if I retrograde this bad boy? See if we cannot do something about it like that. So keep it on 270. Just about okay. Oh yes, those numbers are going down extremely fast. Again, I'm going to be going down at the same kind of level. There again. So now I'm just going to solar sail my way to our encounter point. Happy days. I think after this mission I'm going to attempt to go to Lave next. Following that I might send a... I don't know, you see, Eve's a bad one to do because of the gravity in the atmosphere being as thick as what it is. I'd like to do a probe, but I'd have to use some sort of mods for the probe. And like I said, I don't want to go near mods, well, game-changing mods that much. This is just a utility to help me, whereas Nova Punch, Cosmos, all those good bits and bats are straight up new pieces. And honestly, I don't want that, because the new parts that we have got coming to us in 0.18, they are the old parts, but they're having a whole new look, an amazing whole new look. Right, okay, I'm gonna get very close to this, and then I'm gonna begin. You know what? Actually, let's because I'm on the 90 marker here. Now, is this gonna give us an apoapsis? I don't think it is. I think it's got to do the complete opposite, if I'm truly honest. No, it's not. So, I engaged the RCS. No wonder it went all finicky like that. I'm going to try for 270 because that looks like the angle we're coming around at. Yeah, it looks like seeing as I we're going across that kind of angle. Yeah, I think a 270 burn is going to be what we need here. Yes, perfect. So, that seems to be sorting that out. Periapsis. Oh god, I didn't want it that high. But I suppose it doesn't really matter. If I can get it rather had that I have to use less delta V to adjust one's orbit, I should think anyway. Right, okay, solid. Let's go for that. Let's throw in a quick save, just in case. And we're gonna get this done. This time with landing legs in tow. I am hoping that these landing legs aren't going to cause me any problems. The only problem that I had with the landing legs before is that they weren't there, and you saw what happened. If I brought it down a lot smoother than I had done, then chances are that engine wouldn't have fallen off. But as it so happens, it did, and that caused more problems than it solved. But never mind. That's all part of Kerbal Space Program. It's learning what you can do and what you can get away with. So let's retrograde this bad boy. Let's see if we can not build this down into an orbit. Because we are picking up some incredible delta V here. And our tank is doing its job wonderfully, I should hope anyway. Yeah, if I can get away with using only half again, then that's not going to be so bad. Let's throw in a bit of time speed to help get there a bit quicker. I'm going to bring this down to... what was the EPO last time? I think I brought it down to about 10, didn't I? Which is exactly what I'm going to be going for this time. Provided this disco light stops cutting through Duna and trying to slice the top off it. There's nothing in there, matey. Stop trying to cut it open. Right. Oh, we are actually we're down to a quarter tank. 3/4 of a tank even. And the orbit is getting nice and ready, so that's good news. Keep on going, perfectimo. The periapsis, the periapsis is going down. Let's get to about 40, shall we? And then we will begin our descent from there, I think. Yes, 43, that's where we want to be. Alright, we're just over half a tank, so my burning needs to be very, very efficient now. Okay, we're coming up to that point there. It also looks like we're on a bit of a funny angle, but I'm not phased about that at all. Phased angled, that is. And we can get rid of this now, blocking up a screen. I keep forgetting to remove that. It's so useful, man. Render this protractor mod. Link can be found in the description, as always, same with all the other videos. Whoa. Did we just have an encounter? Interesting. I honestly don't think I'd have enough fuel to go to Ike and then land on Juna. I may have been able to do such a thing if, say, I had some extra fuel, but as it just so happens, in this instance, I don't. Oh god, I'm down to just about half actually, so this needs to hurry up and get down as fast as it can. Burn! Burn, goddamn you! Don't burn the kerbals, but burn your fuel, but not too much of it. Alright, the periapsis is down. Keep on going, keep on going. I want to be down at about 7,000, 6,000 meters. Yeah, there we go, that's perfect. So now, it's time to get ready. Get ready, fight! Flashbacks of Space Harrier are coming back to me about now. Oh, what a game. Sega Mega Drive, man, what a system. What an awesome system. Now, let's hope I get that coming into the atmosphere towards the light side, because at the moment I'm still quite well placed in the dark. We're starting to see bits on the edge now. We're getting a bit lower, which is good. It's happy days. Oh, we've actually come into the slow down time zone, so I assume we've hit the top layer of the atmosphere, the very, very tippy top. I'm sure in 0.17 that the time didn't start going down until about 30,000 meters. I could be wrong. I only did a few missions to the other planets successfully, mind, in the last update. Most of my time in the last update was spent building that refueling station that served its purpose. Not. Interesting times I had by Kerbals in the Kerbal Space Program. I need a theme song. For my series. Never mind. But I am there. Oh god, that fuel's looking very, very grim. Come on, man. It's time to get yourself prograde. No grade like the prograde. Retrograde. That's twice I've done that now. God damn it, Pleborian. And the landing legs are firmly in place. or I'm hoping today is a good story to be had by all. I'm going to throw on a quick save just because I can. Wow, that quick save took very quick. No way, it seems like if you've got physics time warp up, it speeds up the saving. That is interesting. I'm not liking the terrain below us. It's looking a bit grim. Right, okay. It's time to begin our actual writing of ourselves. Let's go laterally so our engine's nice and straight. Yes. So where am I going to be landing is the key question. I'm going to engage said parachutes now, and we are going to slowly fall down. I know the parachutes do come into play roughly about here. That's where they popped out last time, so if I can carry on that, I'm going, oh look, we've got the orbit line being drawn. Yeah, there we are, it's disappeared now. I always like that bug. It's one of those weird ones. It's not a detrimental bug in the way that it stops you from doing things, and if you've got loads of orbit lines around the planet, it can look really cool. It looks like your planet's got like little rings, as it were. You know what, we are making some good lateral distance here. It's a good thing I haven't got the re-entry heat mod on. That was another mod I've been playing with during my time off. The re-entry mod. So far, I have not got one pod down to the surface of Kerbin. The way I've gone about it is I've gone and done myself a nice little slingshot around the moon and come straight back at Kerbin, full power, as I would be returning from any other mission from space. And if you go in too steep, G-forces will destroy your craft. If you come in too shallow, your craft will burn up and the heat shield will just not be able to take the strain of all the heat. It is very interesting. It's not a complete mod yet because the bow shock effect is missing. But I know the guys are working very hard on that mod to try and get that bow shock effect in. It's a very interesting one, and I reckon I'm not going to use it because right about now my ship would be exploding because of the re-entry effects. There are no heat shields to cover craft. And actually saying that mod does raise some questions about how the developers are going to tackle re-entry heat later down the line. Because at the moment, everyone who plays this game will make craft with a lander similar to this kind of design. Now, how would you bring this back in a pod? It'd have to be within a capsule with a heat shield on the bottom of it to stop all of the heat getting on, which means you could not use the engines in the same way that I have done already. It's going to require a lot of tact when it comes down to it, when it does eventually come down to the whole re-entry thing. But I do have faith that the devs will do it, and they will do it well, because docking that's slated for 0.18 is shaping up to be amazing. Now, the first thing I noticed is that on the live stream is that it looked exactly the same as Urkel's warp clamp, which at first I'm not gonna lie, I was a little bit disgusted at, because it just seemed like the devs had copied someone. But after reading like what their views on how they're going to tackle the docking, I think that going for the magnetic thing that Urkel went for is definitely the way to go.